Good morning, students. Once again, we met to continue our lesson. In our past class, we discussed about what we discussed about in our past class: materials and things. What we discussed about materials and things. So, in this topic, in our past lesson, in our past class, in this lesson, what we discussed, do you had remember? So what we discussed means what I'm saying to you, we discussed about materials and things. We discussed about materials and things. Materials and things. The things, what type of things are, which things are prepared by a particular what materials. We finished different type of examples about things and materials and which things are prepared by a particular which material. Means we can prepare different type of things from the different type of materials. Different type of things we prepared from the different type of materials. And also we discussed what we discussed types of materials, types of things, means kinds of materials are prepared from the kinds of material. Kinds of things are prepared by kinds of material. Means type, different type of materials, different type of things. Understand? Then what I'm saying to you, and also we learn about, what about we learn about, so properties of the materials we learn. Properties of the materials. What we learn? Properties of material. What are the properties of materials we learned? What type of properties we discussed? We discussed three type of what are properties of the materials. What are those? One is what is that? Transparency. Transparency. And second one is opaque. And third one is translucent. Translucent. These are the three properties we discussed. What are those? Transparency, opaque, translucent. For that we discussed what are examples and what is the each property. Means we learned complete information about each property of the material. Each property of the material. Understand? So what we learned about that transparency, opaque and translucent. Transparency means we discussed the material which allows light completely through them. The material which allows light completely through them, those materials are having what type of property? Transparency property. Transparency property. So those from that particular materials which we are preparing, otherwise those materials we can call transparent materials. What we can call? Transparent materials. What the materials which are having the properties transparency. The materials which are having a specialized property, what is that? Transparency. Then those materials we can call transparent materials. What we can call? Transparent materials. At the same time, what I'm talking to you, opaque. Opaque. So the materials which does not allows light through them. The materials which does not allows light through them. Those materials are having opaque property. Those materials are having what type of property? Opaque property. Means that materials not allowing light through them, not sending light through them, not passing light through them. Those materials we are calling opaque materials. Opaque materials. At the same time, what you learn about translucent, translucent, translucent. See here what you have to translucent, 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 translucent. Okay, so by that what we can, the materials which allows the light, which allows the light partially through them, partially means some very few amount of light. The materials which allows a partial amount of light through them, those materials we can call translucent materials. What we can call translucent materials. Understand? Yesterday I given task to you. Task. What is the task I given to you? Did you remember? We have to collect some things which are prepared. Which are prepared from which material? What type of things are prepared from which material? Means kinds of things, kinds of material. Types of things, types of materials. And also we learned which material are in transparency, are in opaque, are in translucent, and which thing is prepared by using this property. Those are given tasks. If you are not done that, then try to again do that activity. Understand? This is our recalling our lesson generally. Then now we will talk about, today we are going to talk about states of materials. States of materials. States of materials. What we can say? States of materials. States means it is not any about countries or any locations. States means what? Phases. 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 Means phases means what we can say? The materials are having different states of states. Means what we can? The phases are three types. Phases are three types, or states are three types. Those what we can call, one is a solid state, another one is liquid state, and then next gaseous state. Solid state, liquid state, gaseous state. Are you understand what I'm talking to you? The materials are having three type of states, three type of phases. What are those? Solid, liquid, gases. Solid, liquid, gases. Okay, see what I'm saying to you. So the material can exist. The material can exist means the material can available, means what we can, it is present in solid state and also in liquid state, and at the same time it is also available in gaseous state. Gaseous state. What are the examples for solid state of the material, liquid state of the material, gaseous state of the material? Can you? Solid state of the materials. What are we know solid state of materials? Examples: water, glass, glass, okay, clay, okay, and next what you can, plastic and metals. Okay, see there how many you can, how much you can write different type of what solid type of material. Liquids, liquid materials. What are their liquid materials? Oils, okay, oils are there, fuels are there, fuels are there, oils are there. Okay, what you are using in our daily life, is it or not? In gaseous state, in gaseous state what are there? So air is a mixture of gas. Air is a mixture of gas. We can say how many gases are there in that water vapor. Water vapor, one of the gaseous state of the material. Okay, whole gases are there. Is it or not? Then before to talk about those examples for the solid state, liquid state and gaseous state of the material, we must know about what is the state of solid, what is the state of liquid, what is the state of gases. We must learn about clear information on that. Understand? Let's talk about solid state of the materials. Solid state of the materials means we are going to talk by individual states to explain, to learn clear information about states of the materials. States of the materials. Now I am talking to you solid state. Now we are going to talk solid state. Solid state. What are the materials in solid state? How we can decide those are in solid state? Generally, what we can say material, okay, matter, what you can say matter, what you can say matter. Matter is made up of tiny type of particles. Matter is made from tiny type of particles. Tiny type of particles. Tiny type. Tiny means smallest. Smallest. Very small. So matter is made from a tiny type of particles. Tiny type of particles. Those tiny type of particles we are calling atoms. What we are calling? Atoms. What we can call? Atoms. Atoms we cannot see with our naked eye. It is a microscopic level. Microscopic level. So what I am saying here, these atoms are how like the tiny type of particles in the solid substance. Imagine I am talking about a sweet item, laddu. Sweet item, laddu. How that sweet item laddu is prepared from? Do you know how the laddu prepared from? By using what? Bundi. Or by using bundi. By using bundi, a smallest particles. Like how like it is a like combination. Is it or not? Like that it is. Is it? By the combining of the tiny type of the particles. Imagine each that bundi particle considered as a tiny particle. Tiny particle, if you consider that laddu is a matter. I'm saying laddu is a matter means a material. I'm saying. So that matter or material prepared by what? That laddu bundi. What is that? Bundi. That bundi, I'm saying what is, you have to imagine tiny type particle. You have to imagine tiny type particle. Just imagine tiny type of particle. So by combining, by collection, by gathering whole at once, so by making a spherical shape with that bundi, what are giving name for that? Laddu. What are giving name for? Laddu. So by the combining of the tiny type of particles, what you got? Matter or material. Matter or material. Understand? How the bundi particles are arranged in laddu? So very closely packed. Very closely packed means there is no any space between the bundi particles. There is no any space between the bundi particles, like it will be crushed. Is it or not? So in the solid state of the particles, there is no any space between the molecules. There is no any space between the molecules. Understand? There is no any space between the molecule. Means the molecules means what I'm saying here? Atoms, tiny type of particles. Understand what I'm saying to you? Molecules, tiny type of particles. Understand? So coming to what I'm saying, so by observing this part only, laddu only, what happened? That the bundi particles are packed very closely. Means if there is a space, what happens? The bundi particles will fall to down or not? Imagine, is it or not? Yes. So that's why there is no space between the particles of a solid state of materials. Of a solid state of materials. We have to remember first thing what in the solid state? There is no space between the molecules. There is no space between the molecules. Understand? And also the solid state of the materials are having fixed shape. These are having fixed shape. First one, what I said, no space, yeah, no space between molecules. Second thing, fixed shape. Fixed shape. That shape of the solid materials are how like fixed. Imagine this marker is a solid. What is the shape? Is fixed or not? Is it moldable? No more. Brick. Do you know brick? Yes. It is also solid state. So it is a fixed shape. Is it or not? This just what you are talking about laddu. It is also shape is fixed. Is it or not? Your book is solid. It is also fixed. Rice particle is a solid. It is also fixed shape. So what I am saying, so solids are having fixed shape. Fixed shape. How much this mass consists? What is the shape? That much volume it consists of. That's why it having fixed volume. Fixed volume. Volume. Fixed volume. See there is no space between molecules and they are having what fixed shape and fixed value. And also, imagine, you know piece of chalk. What I'm talking about? Chalk. Chalk. So observe that by breaking the piece of chalk, by crushing that, you may get a fine particles. Fine particles means a teeny type of the particles. Is it or not? Yes. So generally what happens by dropping solid materials on floor, solid things on a floor, the solid materials can flow on the floor, Flow means what? Spread out, moving. Spread out or moving. Is it possible to spread out or is it possible to move? There is no chance. How the particles are packed closely? No. So the intermolecular force is more. Intermolecular force is more. The solid particles, intermolecular force is more, means strong. What is that? Intermolecular force. Intermolecular force means the particles strongly packed. It is easy to not break. It is not easy to break the particles for the solid materials. Fourth property what we discussed, IMF, intermolecular force is more. Intermolecular force is more. Understand? Where in the solid state of the materials. Are you understand what I'm saying? How the solid state, there is no space between the molecules. That's why what happened? There is a force strongest between the molecules. That's why they closely packed. Understand? And also, what happened? They have a fixed shape. They have a fixed value. We can observe in our surrounding different type of solid things are there. So those are having a particular such a like. Is it or not? Okay, this is the clear information about solid state. Clear information about solid state. We have to remember the properties of those solid state of the materials. Solid state of the materials. What are the solid state of material properties of the solid state of the materials? Can you remember what are that? The solid state of the materials has no space between the molecules. Has no space between the molecules. That's why they cannot flow on floors. That's why what happens? They have an intermolecular force is more. They have a more or strongest intermolecular force. Intermolecular force means the force between the molecules, inside the molecules. Understand? And the solid state of the materials are having fixed shape and fixed volume. Fixed shape and fixed volume. Understand? Then come back. Those properties we must remember. You should not forget. Now we are going to talk about liquid. state of the materials. Liquid state of the materials. How can talk about? Suppose we know well about water. You know or not about water? If you drop a glass of water, if you take a glass of water, this is a glass and this is a water filled in a glass. If you pour the glass of water on a floor, imagine this is a floor. If you drop your water on a where? Floor. The water will settle there only where we are pouring. Where we are pouring that water will settle there only. Is it possible? No more. No. It will flow. It will flow. It will flow. Suppose if you open the tap, what you may observe, the water will fall down from a tap. The water will fall down from a tap. Understand? So where the water dropping into the downward, it will stay there only. Are you understand what I am talking? By opening the tap, the water coming from the tap to down, where the water dropping to the down, there only it will stay. Imagine this is a tap. This is a tap. Water coming to downwards. It is falling on a floor. It will stay there only. No more chances now. The water will spread out in different directions. Spread out in different directions. Why? Because the water particles spreading different directions are flowing on a floor. Flowing on a floor. Why we have to ask? It's not only water, kerosene, oil, coconut oils, or cooking oils, petrol, diesel, whatever the liquid substance. If you pour on a floor, it can spread out, it can flow on the floor. Is it or not? Then why it can flow? It can flow on a floor. Why it can flow on a floor? Can you determine? Because of, see there, water also in one of the matter. Water also one of the matter. What is there in our surrounding? So the liquid particles in the liquid, inside the liquid material, the particles arranged freely. The particle arranged freely means there is a space between the molecules inside the liquid material, liquid state of the material. There is a space between the water molecules in a liquid state of the material. That's why when you are pouring into the downwards, what happens? It can spread out because there is a space between the molecules to easy to spread out, easy to flow on a floor. There is a space between the molecules. To that, we'll talk one example where there is a space or not. Means we cannot see the molecules because it's a microscopic level. Okay, but we'll practically discuss: is there or not a water space between the particles of a liquid state of the material? Okay, let's come here to talk. See, this is, I'm taking glass of water. I'm taking glass of water. This is a glass of water. Up to here I took. Up to here. Okay. So this whole is a water. Now I'm dropping sugar particles. I'm dropping sugar particles. Sugar is in the state of what? Sugar is in the state of what, ma? Solid. Sugar is the example for solid state of the material. Solid state of material. Understand? Coming to that, by pouring water, sugar particles into the water, understand? Sugar we pour into the water, and by using spoon, we mixed well. Stirred well. After mixing some interval of time, by mixing, with help of spoon to the sugar particles in a water. By mixing to the sugar particles in water with the help of spoon. What you are doing here, by taking water in a glass, and we added sugar particles into the glass of water. We mixed with help of spoon to the sugar into the water. Okay, so by that what we can say, after mixing some interval of time, what I am asking to you, can you bring sugar particles from the water? What we added into the water? What I am asking to you, can you, are you ready to bring or separate by water sugar particles from the water without using any techniques, any methods? Separation of method we should not use here. By using crystallization process, we can separate crystallization. But we are not using any separation of method. We added sugar into that. That what we added sugar particles, that we have to take out from the water. That we have to take out from the water. Are you ready to bring sugar particles from the water after dissolve into the water? Is it possible? No, it is not a possible. Means once again I am going to ask one more question. Where the sugar particles are went? Where the sugar particles are went? If you say answer is dissolve, that is not my question. But what happened to the sugar particles means we have to say the sugar particles are dissolved in water. If I ask the question what happened to the sugar particles means your answer should be the sugar particles are dissolved in water. That is a suitable answer to say. But my question is where the sugar particles are went. My question is what? Where the sugar particles are went. Can you say answer where it went? I will say to you what before I said, the liquid state of the materials are consist of some of the space between the molecules. Some of the space between the molecules. Understand? So same as in that space only, in that space, intermolecular space, what we can call that? Intermolecular space. Intermolecular space. There is a intermolecular space between the liquid particles. There is a intermolecular space between the liquid state of the liquid state of the materials. The sugar particles are entering into the sugar particles are entering into the means by dissolving that sugar particles are entering into the intermolecular space of the liquid particles. Intermolecular space of the liquid particles. So by that what happened? The liquid particles are receiving the sugar particles between the space between the molecules. Space between the molecules. We can say if it is receives the sugar particles into the intermolecular space of the particles, the volume should increase or not. The volume should increase or not. There is no chance to increase the volume because of there is a space already between the molecules in a liquid state. There is already space between a molecules in a liquid state. In that space it is filling. Then where is the chance to increase? Is it or not? So what you can say, there is a intermolecular space between the molecules for the liquid state of the material. Before in solid materials, what we discussed, there is no intermolecular space. There is no space between the molecules. Here, there is a space between the molecules. There is a space between the molecules for where liquid state of the materials. Understand? Then one more. So intermolecular force is weakest. Intermolecular force is a weakest because the space between the particles they can easily flow on a flow. Easily can flow on a flow. So that's why what happened? So intermolecular force is less in the liquid state of the molecules. Understand? And also what I'm saying to you, if you see what I'm saying to you, I said solids are having fixed shape, fixed value. Is it or not? So now what I'm saying, I have a different type of beakers. What I have? Different type of beakers. different type of beakers. Different type of beakers. Different type of beakers. These are different type of beakers are there. Okay. So by using this, what I'm saying to you, if you pour water on how much? 100 ml of water. How much you are going to add? 100 ml of water. So I add 100 ml of water in this beaker, and here also added 100 ml of water in this beaker. Okay, and also here also I added 100 ml of water in this beaker. Okay. So this 100 ml of water I poured into these beakers. I filled 100 ml of water in each beaker. 100 ml of water in this each beaker. So what I'm asking to you, liquids are having same shape. Liquids are having same shape. Volume is given fixed, not a problem. 100 ml of volume is given. Then what about shape? What about shape? See there, the shape of the liquid depends on the container. Depends on the container. See, the shape of the container, how like only the water, the liquid consists water, shape of the container. The shape of the liquid depends on shape of the container. There is no fixed shape for the liquids. There is no fixed shape for the liquids. So the shape of the liquids are depend on where? Depends on containers, shapes of the containers. What is the shapes of the container? That liquids gain the shape of the container. Liquid gains the shape of the container. Understand? So there is no fixed shape for the liquid. Liquids are depends on container shapes, shape of the containers. Understand? So that is one thing. Okay, most of the solid materials, a solid state of the materials can easily dissolve in liquids. Can easily dissolve in liquids. Most of, not all, most of. Most of the solid state of materials can easily dissolve in liquids. Can easily dissolve in liquids. Okay, that's why we are saying water is the best solvent in a liquid. Water is the best solvent in a liquid. Understand? So that's why solvent is which is having capable to dissolve. Which is having capable to dissolve. Understand? Coming to that, one more. Next, we are going to talk about gas state. Gas state. See, what I'm saying to you, gas state, air is a mixture of gases. Air is a mixture of gases. What are there? Mixture of gases are in air. Generally, we can say oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, and next hydrogen, okay, and helium, okay, and carbon monoxide, poisonous gases. Different gases are there. Okay, different gases are there in air. So what I'm saying, the air can flow from at one place to another place. Is it or not? It can travel from one place to another place. How it is possible to travel from one place to another place? Let's we discuss one example. You and your friend, you and your friend, you and your friend are staying in your classroom or in your home. In your classroom or in your home. What I'm saying to you, your friend is asking you to light, means to lit the incense stick. Incense stick means agarbatti. What you can say? Agarbatti sticks. So your friend is asking to you lit a incense sticks, means agarbatti sticks. From at one corner of your home or room. From one corner of a room. Understand? So by light that what agarbatti sticks with help of matchstick. After some interval of time, your friend is saying, yes, I am getting a good flavor of the smell, good smell in our room. Means you lighted the incense stick or agarbatti stick at one corner of the room, but your friend is saying at another corner of the room. He is saying he is ready to absorb the smell of incense stick. How it is possible? And also, if anybody utilized deodorant or perfumes, then we are saying no, perfumes are deodorants. By utilizing those, if anybody walking in front of you or far from you, you may get those smell of the perfumes or scent, whatever. Is it or not? Why? What is the how it is possible to get the smell? Because of those scent vapor molecules. Those scent vapor molecules are mixing to the gases, mixing in a air. By that, the scent particles are traveling from one place to another. They are easily can travel means there is a more space between the molecules in a gaseous state of the molecules. See here, let's talk how the particles are arranged in solid state and liquid state and gaseous state. Imagine this is a solid state and this is a gaseous state. So how the particles are arranged means very closely packed in a solid state. Very closely packed in a solid state. Such a like. So in liquid state, there is a space between molecules. There is a space between molecules. In gaseous state, so there is a more space between the molecules. There is a more space between the molecules than to the liquids and the solids. The intermolecular space, the space between the molecules is more in gaseous state, so less in liquid state, least in solid state. Least in solid state. More in gaseous state, less in liquid state, least in a solid state, which is a intermolecular space. Intermolecular space. So that's why the scent particle can easily travel through the water space between the gaseous state of molecules. Understand? And also gases also, if you observe in your cooking, in your kitchen, what you are using for cooking gas, that we may call water butanol. Okay. Generally, it is filled in where? Gas cylinder. It is in a cylinder. So the gas state of substance having what shape is depend on what container. The shape of the gaseous state of the molecules depends on shapes of the containers. Shapes of the containers. Understand? So liquids and gases are depends its shape on the shape of the container. Shape on the container. Understand? Coming to that, so solids are having intermolecular force is more, liquids are having intermolecular force is less, and gaseous state of molecules are having intermolecular force is least. Molecular force is least in that gaseous state, but molecular space, intermolecular space is more in a gaseous state. Okay, understand? So these are small clarification on what states of materials, states of materials. Then we have to talk about what in your rain lesson, what we discussed about water. Water has a three states. Water has a three states. Water is a matter. Water is a matter. It having a three states. What are those? Solid state of water, liquid state of course, liquid state, and gaseous states. So solid state of water is the ice, liquid state those water, and gaseous state is a water vapor. Water vapor. So water has a three states. Water has a three states: solid, liquid, gas. Example for solid state of water is ice, liquid in water, gaseous state is the water vapor. How to identify those? How to identify? Let's we talk those with clear information. Generally, we have to talk about solid state of material. Solid state of material. By giving heat energy to the solid state of material. By giving heat energy, by giving heat, boil to the solids. What happens? It starts to melt. It starts to melt. It starts to melt. Means what happens? The solid state of substance change into the liquid state of substance. Solid state of substance is changed to liquid state of substance. Generally, we can talk about if you take ice to boil, what happens? By giving heat energy to that ice at particular temperature, by giving more and more heat energy, what happens? It changed to the water. Change to the water. Whatever the material, most of the materials, so by giving heat energy to the solid, what happens? It change into the liquid. Change into the liquid. The state of solid substance changes into the liquid state of substance. The state of solid substance is changed into the liquid state of substance is nothing as melting. What is that? Melting. Melting is the process. Melting is the process. Melting is a process to change solid state of substance to liquid state of substance. Solid state of substance to liquid state of substance. Melting is a process. What I'm saying to you, melting is a process. It is a process. It is a process. The solid state of a substance change into liquid state. Liquid state. So melting is a process to change solid state of a substance into liquid state of substance. Liquid state of substance. Is nothing as what melting process. Melting process. Then melting point is there. What is there? Melting point. It is showing by MP, melting point. Melting point means what? The solid state of substance change into the liquid state of substance at a constant temperature. See, the solid state of substance change into the liquid state of substance at constant temperature. Constant temperature. Constant temperature. So that constant temperature, what you are calling? Melting point. At a particular temperature, solid state is changed to the liquid state. That point, what you are calling? Melting point of the solid. Melting point of the solid. Understand? Melting point of the solid. So melting is a process. Melting is a process to change solid state of substance to liquid state of substance is a melting process. Okay, example. What we can general best example, ice. What is the best example? Ice. By giving heat release to the ice, what happened? It start to melt. It start to melt means convert to ice to water. Ice to water. Ice to water. Understand? So the state of solid substance is changed to the state of liquid substance is known as melting process. At a constant temperature, if the solid state changes to the liquid state, if you may call melting point. What you may call melting point. At the same time, what I'm saying to you, the liquid is changes to the solid. What I'm saying to you, liquid changes to solid. Liquid changes to solid. The state of liquid substance is changes to the solid substance. The state of liquid substance is changes to the solid substance is nothing as what a freezing, or we can call frozen. What we may call frozen. Freezing is a process. Freezing is a process to change the liquid state of substance to solid state of substance. Liquid state of substance to solid state of substance. What is that we may call? Freezing. Then freezing point. What you may say? Freezing point. Freezing point. The liquid state of substance change into the solid state of substance at a constant temperature. At a constant temperature. The liquid state of substance change into the solid state of substance at a constant temperature is nothing as a freezing point. Liquid state of substance change into the solid state of substance at a constant temperature is nothing as what a freezing point or frozen point. What you may call frozen point or freezing point. At the same time, before we discussed the solid state of substance change into the liquid state of substance at a constant temperature, we found what a melting point. What we discussed the melting point. That's a process is what a melting. What we discussed the process to change solid to liquid is a melting process. At what temperature it changes fixed, that is a melting point. So melting, melt means to convert from solid to liquid. Melting point of which is changes ice to water. Melting point of ice is 0 degree Celsius. 0 degree Celsius. At the same time, you can call frozen or freezing point. Freezing point of water. Freezing point of water is 0 degree Celsius. Freezing point of water is 0 degree Celsius. Understand what I'm saying to you? Melting and freezing. Okay. Then see here what we are talking here. Still solid is changes to liquid, liquid is changes to the solid. At the same time, liquid is converted into the gases, gases will convert into the liquid. At the same time, solid is directly converted into the gases, gases also directly convert into the solids without leaving liquids. Those we'll talk. Okay, then we'll discuss a small activity for you, a type of fun. What we may talk, the main will talk in next, but we'll talk a fun activity. We can try in your home also, not a problem. One. This is a candle. What is this? Candle, wax candle. Wax candle. It is having what a wick. Is it or not? Wick at inside the wax. Okay. We are going to light the wick. This is what we can call wick. This is wick means a vatti. Wick means a vatti. Wax means minum. Okay, wick. We are going to light wick with the help of matchstick, lighted matchstick. By bringing lighted matchstick near to the wick, by bringing lighted matchstick near to the wick, near to the wick. If you did not contact the wick, this is a candle. We are not placing on the wick. We are placing at separate, at a part of the distance. We are not placing on the wick. We are not placing on a wick. That lighted matchstick. If you are not placing on the lighted matchstick on the wick, what we will get is the chance to get the flame of a wick, flame to the wick, flame to the wick. What I'm saying to you, if you bring lighted matchstick near to the wick, you should not place on the wick. You should not place on the wick. So we have to place a part of the distance to the wick. Is there a chance to get flame to the wick or the candle will light? There is no. Suppose if you bring contact to the wick will give flame. Means the candle will, what happen? Light to give the flame. Understand? By burning to the wick, by burning to the candle up to 2 minutes, up to 1 minute or 2 minutes, not a problem. After we have to stop. We have to stop. By stopping means we have to off the flame. We have to off the flame. By put off the flame, what happened? We may observe the smokes are coming from the wick. The smoke are coming from the wick. Now again we have to bring lighted matchstick. Now again we have to bring lighted matchstick. We have to place in a water smoke. We have to place in a smoke. We should not contact to the wick. We should not place to the wick. We have to place in the smoke. What will happen? That we have to say for. We have to recognize what will happen to that. We have to remember what will happen by doing this activity. So we may get what? Flame to the wick. The candle will light. The candle will light. We are not placing contact to the wick, but what happened? When you are placing that lighted matchstick in the smoke of the wick, but the wick catching the fire means it become a light, giving a flame. Why? Because that we'll discuss in the next class. And try in your home by safety. No need, don't burn your hands. Understand? Take care to do this activity. Okay, remain what is there, we will discuss in the next class. Okay, see you in the next class. Have a good day to you.